No worries.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Take one. Hello and welcome to House of Josh podcast in association with Panout Media. This is Omkar Chaudhary, your host. Well, today we are interacting with seasoned actor, superstar of Marathi industry, the charming chocolate boy, none other than Swapnil Joshi. Welcome, Swapnil, to the show.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Hi, Omkar. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Swapnil?
God is kind. I think, so far so good. The show's doing very well. So very, very happy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Swapnil, in the same context, we'll be celebrating the success of Samantha season 2. Definitely, you have played a very prolific and a absolutely stunning character of Kumar Mahajan, who has the life of Mr. Chakrapani. And I mean, we all have enjoyed your performance. It is stubborn character. At times, it's a foolish, which is giving it justice to the entire character. So, let's talk more about it and let's celebrate it. So,
Absolutely looking forward.
absolutely. So when I was very happy, that I got an opportunity to binge watch the entire season 2 of Samantha on MX Player, and specifically talking about your performance as Kumar, as I just gave in the introduction. It's stubborn, it's spirited, it's passionate, and at times there's also a thin line of foolishness to the character. So how did you construct this character for yourself? Like, what was your process of getting into this character?
Firstly, thank you for such lovely words and very, very elated that the show's doing very well. Uh, I think it was a joint effort by the original writer, Mr. Suhas Shirvalkar, who's a legend in Marathi literature. Unfortunately, he's no more with us. So he expired very many years back. So, but basically, it's a character etched out from his writing. And I think our directors, Satish Rajwade for season one and Samir Vidwans for season two, and Ambar Hadap, our series writer, kind of wrote the character very, very elaborately. As an actor, all I had to do was add my personal touches to him. Uh, for example, what we did was during the course of the readings and the workshops, as a thought, we decided that okay, Kumar will be a man of minimal words. So wherever we thought that a line could be replaced by a look, we
Mhm.
deleted that line.
All right.
Wherever we thought that, so we thought less is more for Kumar because he's complex. He's not a
Right.
linear guy. He's not a straightforward guy who will speak his heart out. So उसके दिल में कुछ और चल रहा है, उसके दिमाग में कुछ और चल रहा है, उसकी आंखों पे कुछ और आ रहा है, उसकी जबान पे कुछ और है. He's a twisted guy. So I think that's one thing that I have brought to the table, that we reduce his lines drastically. And secondly, for the sake of the foolishness that you rightly mentioned,
Mhm.
we really worked hard on underlining his mood swings in the character. So if you see, no,
Mhm.
there are situations when everything is normal and suddenly he starts abusing you,
Right.
or there are situations when very really grim and sad situations, and he'll probably go ahead and kiss you. So you don't know what to expect of him. There's no rationality to his reactions. So I think that is something that we tried to bring to the table, and I think we're very, very happy that the audiences are loving it. So I think it was a very, very difficult process
Right.
because let me be very honest and tell you that I am nowhere close to Kumar Mahajan in my real life. So it was very difficult to to impersonate him, to imbibe his qualities, and to live with that for almost a period of 2 years in my life. I think he's a tough man to be friends with.
Very true. And I mean, the way you have sort of portrayed on the screen was looking very easy. But I mean, definitely, it's your talent that you portrayed in such a easy way and a lucid way. As you said,
Yeah,
Swapnil, that you're nowhere closer to Kumar Mahajan. But if at all, hypothetically, if Samantha happened to you, wherein there is XYZ person who has lived your life, how would you take that?
I'd be shit scared. I'd not do what Kumar Mahajan would do. I wouldn't want to know whatever the hell is in the diaries, and I wouldn't want to, because I think it's too scary a part. It's too scary. I mean, even when we used to sit and do our workshops, and even when I used to be alone, and every actor gets into his me time and me space.
Right.
And every once in a while, I used to think to myself, I still do, ki if someday somebody gives me these kind of diaries and says that your entire life is written in this, and just go to any page and any year and any day, and it'll just open up in front of you. And hell, I wouldn't want to do that because that will scare the shit out of me. It's not easy. It's very easy to say superficially कि मजा आएगा यार, पता चलेगा पहले क्या हो रहा है, and it'll be
Right.
fun, yeah, it'll be so much, it'll be great, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now imagine that something really bad is going to happen to you
Mm-hmm.
after 6 months.
Right.
But you kind of know it 6 months before. Then to
Mm-hmm.
live with that baggage through those 6 months is going to be one hell of a ride. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to attempt it even. I'm very happy living in the present.
Right. So like Samantha on screen is better, but in real life you want to be Swapnil itself.
Oh hell no, absolutely, absolutely. Nowhere close to Kumar Mahajan. I think he's too twisted to be befriended.
Right, absolutely. Next, talking about a very beautiful equation between you and Saeed Amankar. You both have been working for quite a while now. Like, it's been a great time in the Marathi industry that you people have worked on many films and many characters together. So, what would you like to talk about the equation between you both? Has it evolved over the years? What is the equation?
100%. I think we've done some of the most blockbuster films in Marathi in the last decade. And sounds very pompous when I say it myself, but just to put the facts on the table. I heard somewhere that it's not pompous if it's true. So yes, we have done some of the biggest blockbusters in Marathi in the last decade as a pair. And yes, we've evolved as people, we've evolved as performers. I think she's a very fine actor. And to me, she's family. Or
Right.
to her, I'm family. So I think we share a very, very personal bond. We like BFFs,
Mm-hmm.
if I were to use a millennial term.
Right.
We are absolute BFFs. And there's a lot of ease and comfort, and there's a lot of trust on each other when we perform or when we get into a scene or get into a character. Samantha was different and difficult because the equation is not so great between these two characters in the show.
Right.
And I kind of abuse her all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of plays me in the show, and
Mm-hmm.
she kind of cheats on me. And so I think me and Sai had a very harrowing time shooting Samantha in the good sense of the term, because everything that we stand for, that our friendship stands for,
Right.
was tested and challenged during Samantha. So I think both of us say that it was very difficult to portray those scenes on the
Exactly.
camera, because I can never imagine me saying this to say that you've ruined my life,
Mm-hmm.
that you are the reason that I am in this mess. I can never say that to say in real life, because I know she'll never do anything knowingly or even unknowingly to ever harm me. But
Right.
then to play that on screen and then to justify that was very, very difficult. But had a lot of fun shooting with Sai. It's always a pleasure shooting with Sai.
Right, because going through the entire episode, there were some bold scenes. There were certain scenes
Yeah.
wherein you were in the court, and she had to play defending you. But again, it was not right on your part because you are married to another woman out there. So I mean, how complex was that entire scenario? Like, is there some prep that you did in order to be out there?
100%. We did a lot of workshops. We did a lot of. So I did my own internal preps with my director, and I kind of internalized the character. Also, coming from season one, I kind of knew how he was, how he looked, what clothes he wore. So I kind of knew him from season one. But we were shooting after almost a gap of a year between the two seasons, and the pandemic had hit. So there were a lot
Right.
of restrictions in terms of the bio bubble and shooting logistics and PPE kits and all that. So yes, I had to go through a lot of synthesis as an actor, and I
Right.
had to learn and unlearn a lot of things as an actor to be able to portray Kumar Mahajan. So to put it very, very simply, I think this is by far the toughest character that I've played on screen.
I see. Can completely understand. And my next question was the same thing. Like, talking about season one and season two, definitely there was a pandemic that hit between both these seasons. So how was it like, to get back into the character? Like initially, were you a little bit stubborn to get back into the unconventional zone of Kumar Mahajan? Or like, was it like, yeah, let's take it on?
No, it was not. It was not. Let's take it on. I had to go through a lot of workshops, and I had to. So I kind of spent also a lot of time in quarantine as an actor. Quarantine, because as an actor you kind of need to spend a lot of time with yourself,
Right.
especially when the character is not known to you. In the sense, most if you know me personally, people who know me will agree that I'm an easygoing guy. I'm pretty. I'm a pretty positive person, simple,
Right.
middle class, very basic boy next door kind of a guy.
Mhm.
And Kumar is not like that. So I had to find him again after a year. So
Right.
finding Kumar Mahajan and then befriending him again and then getting to know him again and sitting and having a few chats with him and getting into his whims and fancies. And so it was very, very difficult. It's almost like meeting a person after a year and then, rekindling that relationship with that person. And a person as wicked and as walked out as Kumar. So it
Right.
was very, very difficult. And I think I must give credit to myself, apart from my writer
Absolutely.
and my director, for actually, I've spent a lot of time with him before the shoot to be
Mhm.
able to be comfortable with him during the shoot.
Absolutely. Very true. Very true. And you know, the cherry on the cake for the entire Samantha 2 is the episode 10th. That is the final episode of Samantha 2. So, what was your thought process? Because when we saw the entire episode, that episode 10, we were hijacked, to be honest, and we were like literally clapping hands. It's like, oh my god, it's so marvelous out there. The entire cinematography, the entire positioning of the actors, and the entire plot. So how was it in your head? Like, how did you enjoy? I mean, it must have been really very much thrilling performance to be there and emancipating and performing that episode 10.
I think I think we loved it. We shot it over a period of 2 days. The last entire sequence was a huge
Mhm.
sequence. We shot the whole thing with me and Nitish sir for almost 2 days, 2 days straight. And it
Right.
was raining and there were thunderstorms in reality.
Oh.
Plus, we were shooting in a bio bubble and all of that.
Mhm.
And just a little anecdote.
Mhm.
He throws the diary at Chakrapani,
Right.
and the chandelier breaks.
Right.
If you remember,
Yes. Yes.
it hits the chandelier and the chandelier breaks. That was not even planned.
Oh.
So Samir kept telling us, I need something which kind of breaks this fourth wall. I
Right.
want something that breaks this fourth wall. And we were trying to work. I was trying to work, and Samir was trying to work, and Nitish sir was trying to figure out कि क्या एक कुछ चीज चाहिए where that fourth wall breaks for a second, and the audience is kind of taken into this entire shock wave that you were talking about now. And ultimately we didn't find it.
Okay.
And we said कि चल यार take करते हैं, because
Mhm.
what is written is great. So there's no point, we can't, there's only so much time that we can give to this thought. Let's
Mhm.
just go ahead and shoot. It's a great scene anyway. It's a very well written scene. It's a very well etched out scene. Let's do it. And the camera rolled, and I was supposed to throw the diary at him,
Right.
and I
Right.
genuinely threw it at him.
Mhm.
But as destiny would have it, it hit the chandelier first. The chandelier broke mid shot, and luckily neither me nor Nitish sir nor the DOP cut the shot, and everybody continued the shot.
Yeah.
And the shot ended. Samir cut the shot. He said, "Cut it." And there was
Mhm.
silence for almost 20 seconds on the set,
Oh my god. That must
and
have been.
none of us knew that whether it was the right thing to have happened, or was it a continuity jerk, or how would it go, and how. And then suddenly all of us realized that yes, that is the fourth wall break that we wanted for that split second, and it kind of just happened. So
Yes.
I think a lot of positive synergies
Mhm.
came together to make the climax work for us, including the hand of God. So
Absolutely.
I think that, I mean, even while narrating it to you right now, I'm getting goosebumps. So it
Yeah.
was a surreal moment for me and the entire unit. So it was a magical experience shooting that sequence.
Absolutely. I think not many knows this about this sequence, like, the especially the one which you narrated right now, because even I'm getting a
No,
bit of
no,
goosebumps out over here.
yes. I think you're the first platform that I'm mentioning this.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, Swapnil, it was like amazing to talk about Samantha. I definitely want to talk about a broader spectrum of Marathi industry. Like, you have been working in the industry for like almost 2 to 3 decades now. You have seen the change, you have seen industry evolving. So do you think that currently it's a good space to be there in the Marathi industry, because writers, directors are coming up with something that is really intricate, something that is really going to please the audience out there?
So I genuinely feel that it's a great space to be in any kind of content right now, because with the advent of the OTT, and
Mm-hmm.
so now you have short platforms which let you make films that are as small as 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There are short films which are 10 minutes. There's content which is 30 minutes. There are 20-minute episodes. There are
Right.
series, there are films, there are TV shows, there is drama, there's theater. So I think it's a great time to be in any kind of content, because I genuinely feel that with the advent of the OTT, the lines, the linguistic barriers are melting,
Right.
and it is only becoming about one world and one content. Because technically speaking, 10 years back, I would not have been able to showcase Samantar to the Tamil or the Telugu audiences because it was a Marathi content.
Mm-hmm.
But now, because of an MX, it is, you can watch it anywhere in the world. It has
Right.
English subtitles.
It has English
It is
subtitles.
made in Marathi, but it is dubbed in Hindi, and it is dubbed in Tamil and Telugu. And who knows, tomorrow it might get dubbed in Bengali, it might
Mm-hmm.
get dubbed in Japanese language. Who knows? The sky is the limit. So
Right.
similarly, if you see a Money Heist or a Narcos, for me they are technically regional shows. A Money Heist is a regional show
Right.
made in a specific regional language, but consumed all over the world and loved all over the world. So I feel that I think it's a great time to be in any kind of content, and
Right.
Marathi is no exception to that. I think we have some of the finest makers. We
Mm-hmm.
have some amazing literature to explore, and
Right.
OTT has given us that space to be able to explore that literature. And I'm glad that with Samantar, I'm getting a lot of eyeballs, not just for me and my work, but also for these writers and technicians in the fraternity saying, "Ki, "Arey, DOP कौन था यार, कमाल काम किया है, या ये राइटर कौन है यार, इसकी और कहानियां ढूंढो, लेट्स सी अपन कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या." So it's opening a lot of doors uh,
Right.
for our culture also to be taken to the whole world in my own little way. So I think that is something that makes me very, very proud as a Marathi boy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Swapnil, you have been giving hits. You have been doing blockbuster Marathi cinemas. So when initially web was offered to you, were you taken a bit back? Like, I'm a cinema guy. I must be doing films. I will not come or enter into the OTT space. Was it something like that for you?
No, I think I've been offered OTT for almost last 4 years now, and I have been very, very fortunate that I was able to say no to about 2 or 3 shows. Fortunate
Mm-hmm.
because it's not easy for an actor to have choices, and I feel any actor or any technician who has the liberty of choosing
Mm-hmm.
is a very fortunate person. वरना क्या है, जो काम आता है वो काम करना पड़ता है.
Right.
तो अगर आप काम चूज कर पा रहे हो, तो I think God is very happy with you. So I want to thank my stars for being able to choose my work. So I've said no to about 3 or 4 shows before Samantar on
Mm-hmm.
in Hindi and Marathi both, that were offered to me on the OTT space, because I wanted to come to the OTT space with something like Samantar.
Right.
हर एक्टर का अपना एक परसेप्शन होता है ना, कि
Mm-hmm.
मुझे थिएटर में ये करना है, फिल्म्स में ये
Right.
करना है, टीवी पे ये करना है. सिमिलरली मुझे OTT में ये करना है.
Hmm.
So I always wanted to get into the OTT space with the thriller genre or the
Mm-hmm.
supernatural genre, and I was looking for content that justifies that genre. And and Samantar has been with me for almost the last 10 years now. So Satish Rajwade, who's the director of season 1,
Right.
and me are great friends, and we are, apart from being a great director and an actor, we are both fans of Mr. Shirvalkar for the longest time.
Wow.
So we've grown up reading his books.
Right.
So I think for the last decade, we've been speaking, me and Satish, that Samantar needs to be made, Samantar needs to be made, Samantar needs to be made. But we didn't know what format it fit, because it was too long a story to be told in a film. It's not a 2-hour story.
Right.
Yet it was too short a story to be made into a TV show, because TV shows mean 700 episodes, 800 episodes, 500 episodes. And
Mm-hmm.
Samantar doesn't hold you like that.
Right.
So, and there was no OTT. So we didn't know where to get this content. Which
Absolutely.
is why Samantar is not something that's been offered to me. Samantar is something that I've curated, that me and Satish have
Mm-hmm.
curated ground up and brought
Right
to
from
the
the
OTT.
scratch.
So, yeah, right from the scratch. Even before it came on the OTT and we knew that it will come to an OTT, we always knew that we wanted to do something with this book.
Right, right. Absolutely. I mean, for a creator, for an artist, his dream coming to life, I think that's the best thing ever happens.
Absolutely. And again, like I said, I'd like to take this opportunity and thank Shirvalkar Sahab, who's unfortunately no more with us, and his family for trusting us with his writing, for trusting us with his ideation.
Mhm.
And I think the result is for everybody to see, and we're very
Absolutely.
happy that it's
Absolutely.
been loved across languages and platforms.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, once again, I mean, Swapnil, it was an amazing conversation because I think we spoke in depth about it. We actually dissected the entire season two of Samantha and your process of being an actor into this. So, thank you so much for taking your time and being on the show. We truly enjoyed having this conversation.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much to your platform for being able to have such a lovely chat with you, and also a big pat on the back for MX Player. I think they've
Yes,
really taken Samantar to one notch up above Samantar one, because it
absolutely.
also a lot depends on how much the platform trusts you. A lot depends on how much the platform is willing to bet on you as a
Mhm.
product. And I think
Right.
MX has gone all out to stand behind the show and to make it reach its logical end. And I think the journey has just begun.
Journey's
Like
just
Chakrapani
begun.
would say, it, one day at a time.
One day at a time. Absolutely, absolutely. So, Swapnil, wish you all the best, and we are looking forward for season three because we are all set to know about season three and much more work that you do in the industry. We love you.
Thank you so much and love you right back.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Hello, audience. This is Omkar Chaudhary, and it was a great time interacting with Swapnil Joshi. We spoke more about Samantha 2 and definitely the process of he being into this entire process of making Samantha 2. Definitely a much more celebrated content out there on the web. So do go check it out. It's there on MX Player, Samantha Season 2, streaming on MX Player. Thank you. Have a good day and stay tuned to House of Josh podcast because we come up with such amazing interviews, such amazing content every now and then.